Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Jin, Keep Up Demons Man 2008 here again, and welcome to the best movies of 2025. Yes, welcome to the best movies of the year. Now that we covered the worst movies of the year, thank God that's over with, we can now take a look at the positive side, the best movies of 2025. There were still lots of good ones that came out this year, but there were only 10 that were able to make this list, but there were quite a few, like the movies that I would add to this list that were good, but just not as good as the movies on here. But there's still movies that I would add. Movies like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Lilo and Stitch, the only good live action remake, and Jurassic World Rebirth. Yes, these three movies were good, but just not as good as just not enough to make it on the top 10 best movies of the year. But I would, if I were to extend this list though, I would add them on here. And there were the honorable mentions like Superman 2025. I liked it, but could have been better if they didn't have Hawk Girl and Megan 2.0, which was good, but just not rewatchable. And there were quite a few other ones, but I'm not going to mention them for the sake of this video. So let's just get into the top 10 best movies of the year. Big guy, SpongeBob, you're the big guy. That's right, guys. SpongeBob SquarePants movie was such a good movie. For sure, the second best of the SpongeBob movie franchise, and it was just great. This movie rocks. La 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 lava, cha 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 chicken, Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Chicken jockey, R.M. Steve. That's right, guys. That lava chicken is really tasty for sure. The Minecraft movie was such a good movie, and that chicken jockey meme that happened during the time of this movie is for sure a big highlight of 2025. That's for sure. This movie was for sure one of the biggest movies of the year and was just great. All the entire movie was just awesome. The action scenes were great. It had good references to the game. Everything about the Minecraft movie was just great. I don't care what anyone says. Nope, I don't. I don't care what anyone's saying about this film. Nope, no, I do not. Final Fantasy Phase 2 was such a good film. Yes, I don't care what anyone says. And if you hate this movie, I can respect your opinion. Of course, I respect your opinion. I forgot who it was, but I know one of my good YouTube friends of mine, he hated this film a lot, thought it was the worst movie of the year, but I can handle their opinion, of course. But for me, I thought this movie was great. I don't know what's with the hate over this film. Final Fantasy 2 was just great. Everything about this movie was awesome. Good horror vibes. Love the animatronics. Loved everything about this film. Good to see the return of the cast like Josh Hutcherson, um, Piper Rubio, Elizabeth Leo, and Matthew Lillard, as well as other cast members like McKenna Grace, Tia Burns, and of course, Ski Orich as Henry Emily. Yes, good to see the two Scream actors returning for another movie again. Yeah, Final Fantasy 2 was such a good film, and I don't care what anyone says. Seriously, like, I don't get how this movie did worse than Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Look at that movie. That's a bad movie right there. I don't get how that movie made more than Final Fantasy 2. That makes no sense. But yeah, I don't get how the movie did got better reviews and received more. That makes no sense. That's right there the movie that deserves to bomb at the box office and deserves to get bad reviews, not Final Fantasy 2. This film was just great, especially the end credits and the post credits as well, and I can't wait for the third movie. The Bad Guys 2 was such a good animated movie, for sure. Great animated movie. The only good thing that DreamWorks did this year, because this year was just not their year, but at least this was the only good thing, but sadly, still not enough, but who cares? The Bad Guys 2 is still a good film, a good sequel to the first film. Good to see the bad guys return again, and especially the three kitties were good as the villains, and this entire movie was just great. Loved the action scenes in this movie. A good DreamWorks film. Good movie for the whole family. Yes, good movie for everyone. Love this movie a lot. Good animated movie, and yeah, the Bad Guys 2 is for sure, in my opinion, better than the first Bad Guys movie. To be honest with you guys, but yeah, the Bad Guys 2, this movie freaking rules. Fantastic Four First Steps was great. Sue Storm was hot. Fantastic Four themselves are great. Galactus was a good villain in this movie. Loved the part when he comes and when they're fighting Galactus, and especially when they're inside of his ship. But I talked to him. This entire movie was great. I can't wait to see the Fantastic Four again in Avengers Doomsday next year. It's gonna be awesome. Fantastic Four First Steps is one of the best Marvel movies of the year for sure. And there was another good Marvel movie that came out, which I would do think is better, but still, Fantastic Four First Steps is a great Marvel movie and a great movie overall. Yeah. I don't care about my worst users. Nope. And Zootopia 2, the thing that fixed Disney for sure. Zootopia 2 was such a great sequel to the first film. The animation's awesome. The return of the characters are awesome, especially with Dick and Judy. And the new villain was cool. The Snake's awesome. And just the movie overall was just great, especially the end song. And just the entire story was good. The animation's awesome. This movie is a good sequel to a good film. I absolutely love the sequel a lot. This sequel deserves a lot of good reviews for sure. I'm glad this movie did a lot, and I can't wait to see what Zootopia 3 does has for us in store. I cannot wait for that. But yeah, Zootopia 2, what can I say? What a good underrated gem, and what a good sequel for sure. The New Avengers, the Thunderbolts. That's right, guys. The New Avengers, or the Thunderbolts, as it's called before, was such a good movie. Yelena's hot, and the Thunderbolts themselves were awesome. The action scenes were great. The entire story was awesome, and I can't wait to see them again in Avengers Doomsday next year. Just like the Fantastic Four, and yeah, the Thunderbolts was just such a good Marvel movie. I don't get how this and Fantastic Four First Steps bombed at the box office, and now you see me, now you don't, and other shitty movies did not. Like seriously, like look at Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That right there's a worse movie, not Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four First Steps. Yeah, I don't get how these movies bombed the box office, but then I don't care what happened. Thunderbolts is such a good movie, such a good Marvel movie, such a good action film, such a good superhero film, such a good everything film. Yeah, this movie it rocks, it rules, and yeah, and Elena, such a smoking hot princess for sure. I can't wait to see her in Avengers Doomsday while the other Thunderbolts, and yeah, especially Bucky Barnes, who got glad to see return in this film, and the villain was also really cool too. Yeah. I have been changed for good. Yep, guys, Wicked for Good was such a good continuation of the first part. Glad to see the return of the characters again, of course, and seeing the continuation of Alpha and Glinda's story. Of course, Glinda's hot, of course, and other characters in this movie are awesome. Like Alphaba is also, and Pharaoh is also good. The animals in this movie were awesome, and getting to see the periods of Dorothy was good, especially the tornado scene as well. Rest in peace to Alphaba's sister. Really felt bad for her though. I really did feel bad for Alphaba in this film, and yeah. But overall, the songs in this movie are awesome. Story is good. Just such a good musical film in general. Yeah, Wicked for Good for sure. What a good film this was. Good way to end off 2025 for sure. Ooh, Final Destination Bloodlines. My God, what a good horror movie this was. My goodness. Oh my God. Final Destination Bloodlines is easily without a doubt the king of all rated R movies and the king of all horror movies. Yep. Final Destination Bloodlines. I don't even know what to say. The kill scenes, the death scenes in this movie were just awesome, and they really did go all out with the death scenes in this film, especially the sky scene, and of course Julia. I'm so sad she died. Rip in peace, babe. Rip in peace, babe. You were too beautiful to die. And Eric, I'm also sad you died too. And all the characters in this movie, the rest of the characters were awesome too. I liked all the characters in this film. They had good talent. The death scenes were creative. I'm glad this movie for sure is the best of the Final Destination movies. That's for sure. Like literally, like the skyway scene though, and which was the opening scene. That was a great way to open off a good horror movie, and the rest of the deaths in this movie were really creative, like with the lawnmower and MRI and stuff like that, and just tell you guys that you should always listen to what a family member says. Maybe they might be serious, maybe they might not, but can you survive death in a family? Can you? I'm sure you guys can. And now, the number one best movie of 2025 is. I was a ghost, I was alone. That's right, K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh my god, was this movie awesome. This movie kicked butt this year, that's for sure. My goodness, this is for sure one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. That's for sure. There's a reason why this movie is easily, without doubt, the best movie of the year. Just good way. That's good to see Sony using the Spider-Verse animation and just all the songs like Golden, we're going up, 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 it's our moment, and You're My Soda Pop, My Little Soda Pop, and like just everybody that's from like the Huntrix were great. They were, especially Rumi. My God, she's for sure my number one cartoon crush of the year. That's for sure. And Mira and Zoe were also really cute and really beautiful and awesome in this film. They seemed great. And the Sasha boys were awesome. They were all amazing. And I liked how they defeated Guima as well. Guima was a good villain. Good to see them taking down all the demons. Like, that's literally me. All the good users taking down our worst users right there. And of course, taking down the worst user of all time right there. Yeah. Oh my goodness, was the action scenes in this movie awesome, and the songs, oh my goodness, everything about this film freaking rules. Sony, give us the sequel soon, please. I can't wait for the sequel. Please, 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 oh please give us the sequel soon. And please, oh please bring back um all the characters for sure in the cast. They did all great, good Korean vibes, and just like the songs, all the songs were great. Of course, Goldman's my favorite, and Rumi's my favorite character, of course. Oh my god, there's without a doubt, K-pop Demon Hunters is easily, of course, the number one best movie of 2025. And those were all the best movies of 2025. Yeah, there are lots of good films that came out this year. Can't wait to see what 2026 has for us. Yeah, can't wait for all the movies in 2026, like Avengers Doomsday, Paw Patrol the Dino movie, um, of course the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Supergirl, Spider-Man Brand New Day, The Odyssey. All of those movies, of course, are gonna be awesome. Can't wait for them. But yeah, guys. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and go best cartoon buddies.